Good, beautiful morning, everybody. Silas back again, and it really is a beautiful morning out here. It's supposed to snow tonight, but for the time being, it's beautiful. Today's agenda, we've got about, I think, 8 antique cars and 1 non-antique car at a place we've got to haul out. There's some pretty cool stuff there. There's a couple trucks like that one there, but they're half tons. I think there's a short bed Ford out of the early 60s. There's a 59, I think it's a Pontiac, 2-door hardtop. There's a 65 or 6 7 somewhere in there Mustang V8 car. I'm trying to remember what else is there. I know there's some other cool stuff. There's a Scout, and I can't remember the other ones, but we're gonna get them out of there. We've got to move a few cars. These cars have been sitting for years. We bought these cars about 15 years ago, give or take, somewhere around that. I mean, it's been a long time, and they were kind of buried back in there, and the guy was gonna dig them out, and then he got them dug out, but we didn't have anywhere to put them, and then they got buried again. But now he's wanting them gone, and so they've got them dug out. We're gonna go in there. We'll have to do a little bit more digging to get them out the rest of the way. Haul them out here. I think my dad's actually already headed over there, so he's probably going to get one of them out before I get there. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to hop in the truck. I got that Thunderbird unloaded. I got that front clip unloaded. So I'm going to head over there. I think I have enough fuel for at least half the day anyway. And so I'm just going to head straight over there, get the loader. The loader that we have at the other yard is only about maybe a 5-minute drive away. So I'm just going to drive the loader over there, make it a whole lot easier to get the cars out. There we go. We are done hauling cars, finally. It actually didn't take that long. We didn't even start until about 9:30, and we were done about 2:30. We didn't take a lunch, so what is that, 5 hours? That's not too bad considering we had to move a bunch of stuff and cut some trees down and drag stuff out and wiggle stuff through the narrow pathways and just drive back and forth and all that good stuff. Now that I got him out of there, we can see him a little bit better. This old Scout is already spoken for. The guy's supposed to come down and get it next month sometime. It's a little rusty, but it's not like fall apart rusty like some of these Scouts sometimes are. It's got a good tailgate on it. The top on it is workable. It does have some rust in it, but I've seen a lot worse get fixed. And the floors have a little bit at the front of the floors, but other than that, they're pretty solid. So I think that one there will probably get built. Then we've got these advanced design Chevys. I think this one here is a 49, I think. Somewhere around there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a 49. And it's not in too bad a condition, other than up in the front corners of the cab is rotted completely out. And then this one here I think is a 50 or 51. It's a little bit newer. And the cab and front clip on this one's a little bit nicer, but the bed's completely rotted out on it. But they are half-ton short bed trucks, so they definitely have some value even in this condition. I think they're both very restorable trucks, especially considering how hard these trucks are to find anymore that are all complete and original. This one here was parked in 1969. This one here, I think, has been repainted. Well, I'm positive it's been repainted at some point through the years, but it's been a long time. Both of these trucks were actually sold already. The guy's supposed to possibly be here this Friday to get these. I don't know if he'll show up or not, or if he's going to wait till the next Friday. Next car we got was this old Electra, 59 Electra. I don't know why I kept thinking it was a Pontiac, but it's a Buick. Pretty rough car, lots of rust in it. It's got rust just about everywhere. It's missing a lot of the super rare chrome. All the glass is broken in it, unfortunately. I'm not sure if that window that's laying in there goes to this or not, but it's broken anyway. This car here is one of those cars that, yeah, it's super rare, but it's not an Impala, so it just doesn't have a whole lot of value. But man, this thing would make a really, really cool couch or wall hanger or something like that. And there's always a chance that somebody might fall in love with this car and absolutely feel like they have to have it. So we'll see what happens. This old truck here is actually pretty solid. It's got a little bit of rust in this cab corner here and in the tailgate and in the hood like these trucks usually do. But the bed itself is pretty solid. Even the floor is solid, which I was kind of worried about because it's full of stuff, full of dirt. But actually the floors are solid on it, and the rest of the cab is pretty solid. It is a short bed. It's a V8 4-speed, half-ton. So I think it's worth a little bit of money. I think it's a very buildable truck. I have a guy interested in it right now. Actually, I just sent him a bunch of pictures, so we'll see if he takes it. The vehicles I just showed you are definitely the better of the vehicles out of there, but there are a few others like this one here. This is a Mustang V8, factory V8 car. Now the engine's long gone, but it is a V8 car. I'll have to see if the VIN number's still on it, because just that makes it worth a little bit. And then it does have the 5-lug rear end on it. Has the 5-lug front end, although you can buy all those front end parts brand new for pretty cheap anymore. But that rear end's probably worth a little bit, and it does have a lot of other miscellaneous parts on it. This car is, like I say, probably not restorable. I mean, I know anything's restorable, but there's not enough value to it to make it worth the time and effort. But lots of good V8 Mustang parts here, I'm sure. I think the grill's gone out of it. Yeah, the grill's gone, so there's not much for wall out here, although guy could cut the back half of it off. That would be kind of cool. Or the sides of it. The sides would be kind of neat to cut those off as well. I don't know. We'll worry about it later. I stuck it back here in the trees out of the way. That 68 Thunderbird over there has a 67 front clip on it. That actually didn't come from this place. I actually went out in western Kansas. If you watch my videos regularly, you've already seen that one, but I went out and got that with my dad yesterday. This old International is just a parts truck. I mean, it's got a decent passenger door on it with no rust in it, and it's got a decent fender on this side over here, but beyond that, and the bed might be something to somebody. It's not in too bad a shape. But it's just a parts unit. Pretty rough. It's missing a lot of stuff. But this Jeep bed in the back of it, I'm not entirely sure what this is. You can kind of see how it's at a little bit of an angle on the front. Somebody's done some cutting on it. I don't know what they cut off. But it's got a Jeep tailgate. If I can get around here. And it's got the fender wells and all this. I can't quite figure out what this is. I don't know if it was some sort of military unit or what exactly this is. If you know what this is, let me know in the comments, because I honestly have no clue. Yeah, this truck's got pretty good running boards on it as well, so the truck has some good parts on it going for it. Once again, I just stashed it up here out of the way. Worry about it later. And somewhere, where did I put that Corvair? It's back here somewhere. There it is. I stashed it way back here out of the way. This car here, I mean, it's a Corvair, so it doesn't have much value to start with, and then it's kind of rusty, so nobody would ever realistically restore this car, although it does have a lot of good parts. I know the jack on these is actually the same as a Camaro, if I remember right, and or it's at least very similar. And then also it has, I believe, no, this one does not have bucket seats. Some of these have bucket seats, and those bucket seats are worth a little bit of money. This one here is just a bench. That's kind of a bummer, but it does still have the motor and transmission in it, and it still turns. And I've sold quite a few of those actually, just because they're kind of hard to find that are still in rebuildable condition. And then on top of all that, it's got really good original paint on it. And for wall art anyway, it has that really good patina look to it, the color of it. And so I can chop either the sides off or the nose and the trunk off. I can do something with it that way, and people will really like that. They won't care that it's a Corvair, they'll just really like the color. The place where we got all these cars was an old salvage yard a long time ago. I'm talking like way back before I was born, it was a salvage yard. And the guy that was there sold the place and bought a different place. Then it was a bigger place, and so he started a bigger salvage yard there. And since that time, it's kind of passed hands several times, and everybody that has it just puts cars in there because it's licensed to have cars in there because of the old salvage yard license. And the guy that has it now, he actually has owned it for quite a while. I think probably 20 years, maybe more than that. And he came into some money, and so he bought that place, and he bought a bunch of old cars. And then later on, he didn't want to keep all the cars, so he sold a bunch of them to us. The property where one of our crushers is actually, where I crush a lot of the cars at, and that big old building there beside it, all of that property came from him. Now back then it was just an empty field with no fence or nothing, but we bought that, we put up the fence, put the crusher in there. Then packed it full of cars, of course. But yeah, anyway, we bought those trucks and the Scout and all of this stuff from him quite a while back. And a lot of it was buried. There was actually a lot more in there at that time, and we got most of it out, but these we couldn't quite get to because he had some other cars he was keeping in the way. And so he said, I'll move those cars, I'll let you know when they're out of the way. Fast forward, he finally gets these dug out, and then we didn't have time to get them. We didn't have a place to put them at that point, and so they just sat there. Then they got buried again, and so now it's been at least 10 years, but I think closer to 15 years, so they've been there a long time. But now I've got this property out here, and it's filling up, but I still have a little bit of room, so we grabbed them, we stuck them out here, and like I say, I've already sold 3 of them, so we'll get those gone, and hopefully that white truck sells, and I can keep stuff moving. But if you guys enjoyed this, stay tuned. Who knows what the next adventure we're going to be on is. I know I potentially have a cleanup this week, although they're talking some pretty serious snow coming in tonight, and I can actually feel the weather changing right now. It's getting kind of cold. I'm going to have to go find my coat. I was sweating earlier. If that happens, I'll probably just crush cars the rest of the week because the ground's pretty hard. But if it doesn't get too much snow, it doesn't get too much rain, we're going to go work on that other farm cleanup. So just stay tuned. I hope you subscribe to my channel. That way you always can be on top of what's going on out here. I'm always looking for the next adventure, whatever it might be. With that, I'll let you all go. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Remember to get out there, find an adventure, and we'll see you next time.